Hi everyone, this is George Fong from Internet Australia and sending my warmest of wishes to everybody at ISOC-Colombo15 and special greetings to our representative Gunilla, I hope you're well, and to our good friends Joyce, Naveed, Rud, and if you're there Raj, you too Raj, and to all the delegates. Rud's asked me to put together a very short video just to talk about our position here and my experience in KL, and hopefully that will be very encouraging for you in these coming couple of days. I was at that time the Vice President of the Australian chapter and had the great privilege of attending KL at short notice, but wondering what it was that I was to expect. I would say that I was fairly nervous about attending, but my nervousness left me very soon after meeting all of the delegates and becoming friends with many of them. In fact, all of them in the session. I have since become president of Internet Australia, and there are several agendas that we're chasing in Australia. One of which obviously is the international one. And the immediate past president and my very good friend Narelle Clark, who is still on the board, is pursuing the ICANN transition. She's one of the 27 representatives that is working through that, and as we all know, that is a very important process. Other members of the board have international duties as well, and one of the things that I have is to maintain a national focus on things that are happening in Australia. And that's something that the board's done very well, but I have a special opportunity to do that given the fact that I'm based in a regional city in Australia, not in one of the metropolitan areas. KL had a huge effect on me, and I was so glad to have gone, especially when events took place here and I was given the privilege of being president of this chapter. I learned a lot about what other chapters were doing. I learnt the meaning of why it is important to listen to other chapters and understand the very different ways that people do things in different circumstances and different environments, and also equally the willingness to share those experiences in different structures and different cultures, and the way to approach problems and find solutions for ultimately our stakeholders, the internet users. It was a great experience to join the fishbowls and to discuss the ways that chapters dealt with problems, from maintaining membership to reaching out to younger members of the population, to tackling issues of governments who may be struggling with the technology and how we help. And also in terms of the types of relationships that you can build in different circumstances to ensure that internet users get the best that they possibly can from the technology that is so fundamental to what is happening in the world at this point in time. A lot of that learning I took back to Australia after I left KL, and it had a deep effect on me in the way that I would approach my role here on the Internet Australia, and also in influencing my peers and discussing things with others. And I continue to learn through the connected community facilities and through the emails and the constant touch that we have with a lot of the other chapter members. I'd like to particularly point out Babu Ram's role in Nepal and the daily reports that we were getting from the positive things that they were doing out of a hugely tragic incident. That gave us great inspiration in terms of the tenacity of that chapter and the ability, no matter how small and sometimes very significant in the case of Babu Ram, your contribution can be. It is important to the population, and certainly the specific and very focused way in which the chapter provided equipment for the emergency forces in Nepal was something that we've learned lessons about, and how you can be effective in terms of what you know and what your skills are. So at the end of the day, Australia is continuing to learn many lessons about the changing environments of the internet. We take both a leadership role and a learning role in terms of how we tackle the interests of Australian internet users. Many of you will be aware that we've been involved quite deeply with the issues of metadata retention and the requirement by the current federal government that that ISPs retain metadata for a period of 2 years. We have worked both at the legislative level and the technical level nationally, helping the federal government to understand what technical issues are faced by the ISPs in doing that process of collecting the data. We've also worked in the copyright area to try and educate the government about what sort of things we're concerned about and what possible impacts there can be on the internet if in fact rights holders had undue power to exercise in terms of enforcing their rights. And we're very understanding of the fact that a balance must be struck. Our role is to move between the needs of the government and the rights holder and the needs of the internet users and try and be as accessible as possible to all. And that is not an easy task, and most of you will know because at the KL event I learned a lot about how that happens. It's not all work and it's not all serious stuff, although that was something that I took away as part of that life-changing experience that I had. It's a lot of fun. I will miss the cultural events, and I will miss interacting with you all as I did last year and learned so much from that. But I am aware of the fact that you will all have a great time. Naveed, Joyce and Rud are great teachers and they are great facilitators, but they are also people who enjoy what they do, and it's a lot of fun. If you can't have fun at a place like Colombo, then something must be very wrong. So I won't keep it much longer than that because I can talk forever, as Joyce and the others know. I am very excited about what's going on in Colombo. I am going to be looking forward to seeing the live streams and what comes online with Rud's Storifies. I'm looking forward to the videos, and please be encouraged about the fact that it is a great thing to do, to work with the chapters. It deeply affected me when I met everybody there and understood how important those chapters are. And it encouraged me from the point of view that on the ground work at grassroots level that the chapters are involved with, this means so much to so many of us, and it is relevant to all of us to share those experiences both on Connected Community and at events like this. It makes a difference to the people that we serve as stakeholders, and it certainly makes a difference to the countries that we live in. The exchange of those experiences and the mutual learning between each other is the key to how the ISOC-Colombo15 will succeed. And I am more than sure that at the end of that process, you will take away things that will affect you for many years to come, and you will have contributed to that for others. So good luck, and I look forward to watching what goes on, and the excitement that we all have about the chapters is maintained and nurtured at these events. So take care and good luck. Bye-bye.